Oh, there we go. There we go. See if I can get my camera working. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Oh my goodness! Microphone just sits right in the way. There we go. Let's put it there. Let me know if you can't hear me. This is Jason with Akers Pest Control doing the bedbug show tonight. Talking about bugs. I got coffee. I got a new view of my room, my camera, set up and all. Hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's enjoying, getting ready for their weekend, enjoying the week, enjoying their, what is this month now? October? I think it's October. So, let me move this over here. There we go. Oh. Everybody else ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. So let's see if I can start answering questions. Let's put this up here. Let's try one thing first because I'm not sure. This is one thing I didn't try yet. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Everything's working. Yay! I always worry when I change things and the way things are working, if it's going to actually work the way I intended. Now I've got the hiccups, been drinking coffee, and it's giving me hiccups. So let's see. So I have a video. Rick Hopper came in, and he asked a question right off the bat and asked about no-see-ums or midgets. And I do have a video on no-see-ums. And so let me see if I can find it. For those that are just tuning in that maybe have never seen me before, I go live every Thursday night. I try to get on here and answer people's questions about bugs, whether it's bed bugs, cockroaches, silverfish, no-see-ums, whatever. So I'm trying to move things around so I've got some space over here for my water because I drink a lot of water. And I have to because I'm talking for like an hour to 2 hours every Thursday, and I like to have water. So I got it right here, sitting beside me. Always stay hydrated. So anyway, let me see if I can find this video, because I know I've got one. Go to youtube.com/greenacres PC, which is right there on my thingy. And if you're new, you can join. There's a join button right here, so you can join and get all the members' benefits and stuff like that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I got 8 members. I'm not sure if that's all the members or not. I'm not sure if it shows them all. But if you scroll down to, let's see, let's just search no-see-ums. No-see-ums. There we are. What are they? So this video right here, I go over no-see-ums. Share, copy, and I'll post it in chat. There you go. Hopefully that'll help you with your no-see-um problem. No-see-ums are real. A lot of people believe they're not real. They think that they're some kind of made-up thing that's not true. No-see-ums are actually a type of a biting fly that can bite you. They, much like mosquitoes, in fact, they breed in the same place as mosquitoes breed. And so a lot of times the best way to control them is not necessarily spraying for like pesticide or anything, but actually trying to eliminate your sources of water, moist ground. If you've got an area outside where you've got like swampy, marshy type land where it's just really, really wet, maybe you've got a problem with your drain field or something out in your yard, you want to try to clear that up. If you can clear that up, usually you can make a big difference on those biting bugs like, you know, no-see-ums. But there is a type of actual really super tiny mosquito, and they are, people call them no-see-ums, but they're not. They're actually mosquitoes. A no-see-um is actually a fly, and a mosquito is a type of a fly. I guess you could say that mosquitoes are actually in the same similar family as flies, but no-see-ums are actually biting flies. And so if you can treat around, like so in your home, if you're having a problem with the bugs in your home and you need to eliminate the bugs, let's say you've already gotten rid of the water, standing water, old tires, whatever you've got outside that's accumulating water. You go and dump that stuff out, but you still have them in your house. You treat around your windows, places that are a source of light, so that during the day, when the bugs go to the window to fly, thinking they can get outside, they'll bounce around in the window, and there's a pesticide residue there that will actually kill the flies that bounce around in your windows, and they'll die. It's the same way with house flies, mosquitoes, any kind of flying insect that's in the house. Most of those will actually go to the window during the day when the sun is shining through the window, and they'll die there. So that's usually what I recommend people do for flies. Do you spend a lot of time encouraging customers to reduce clutter, isolate beds, couches from touching walls? Do you ever use any dusts alongside your Crossfire treatments? I do not use dust. I hardly ever use dust. I haven't used dust in over 4 years. I do tell my customers to try to reduce clutter. I do try to explain to them to keep the beds and couches from touching the wall. That is very important with a bed bug treatment. Not so much with Crossfire as it is with more repellent type pesticides. So if you're going to use a repellent to try to get rid of bed bugs, basically anything you buy at Walmart, Harris products, stuff like that, and you're trying to get rid of bed bugs, you want to keep your bed away from the wall, because the bed bugs see the pesticide and they know where it is. They also know where you are as a food source, and so they will try to avoid the chemical if they can. If it's a repellent chemical that they can see and they know, hey, if I crawl through that, that's going to kill me, then you definitely want to make sure that you're pulling your bed away from the wall. Don't allow things like drapes and stuff to touch the bed, because that gives an alternate route that the bed bugs can travel to get into your bed. Don't allow for sheets or covers, comforters to drape down onto the floor, because that also gives an alternate, pathway into the bed. You can't treat your sheets. You can't treat your covers. I've gotten a lot of messages on my YouTube channel lately over the last couple weeks asking, can I spray my sheets? Can I spray my pillows? Can I spray my covers and stuff? And I never, ever recommend to spray that. In fact, it's against the law. It's against the label. Label's the law. So don't spray your sheets. Take your sheets, comforters, and wash them in the washing machine. Kill the bed bugs in your stuff. If you can wash it, you can get rid of them. That's super easy. You don't have to waste pesticide on your bedclothes or anything like that. Just throw it in the wash and wash them and kill them. So you don't want to be sleeping in pesticide-covered sheets. You don't do that. I did a flea treatment for someone who had put diatomaceous earth all over their floors. Would the DE affect my treatment? Not with fleas, typically, because the fleas are all over the floor. The reason diatomaceous earth, Semexa, stuff like that can interfere with bedbug treatments is because a lot of times bedbugs don't like to crawl through the dust. And if you're trying to get the bugs, so a Crossfire, now we were talking about repellents. Crossfire is a non-repellent. So the bed bugs don't see the chemical. They don't know it's there. So the reason that Crossfire works so well is because you don't really have to change your room. You don't really have to rearrange your furniture or anything like that. You don't have to change the environment that the bed bugs are already used to living in, because you're using a chemical the bed bugs can't see. If they cannot see the Crossfire, they don't know it's there. They don't know the pesticide is there. They continue to behave just like normal. They still crawl up the same way they always did to try to get into bed to bite you. Now, with fleas, because they live all over the floor, they're all over the floor. You don't really have to worry if someone has put down a dust or something like that on the floor, because the fleas are still on the floor. The thing is diatomaceous earth will not kill fleas in the floor. The reason it does not kill fleas is because fleas go through metamorphosis like a butterfly. They have a complete metamorphosis, meaning that they have a larval stage, and they have an egg, larva, pupa, and then they hatch out of the pupa like a cocoon. They hatch out of the cocoon into an adult flea. That's the way they work. Just like a caterpillar becomes a butterfly or a moth or whatever. So when they're in the cocoon phase, diatomaceous earth is not hurting them. It doesn't hurt them in a cocoon phase. It will not harm the cocoon. Neither will a pesticide. So the problem is that cocoon, now when you walk through the room and it's mature, all right, it's a fully adult flea is inside that cocoon. They don't hatch out like a butterfly. They don't come out when they're gestationally ready to come out of the cocoon. They don't do that. What they do is they wait until you walk by. If you don't walk by for 3 or 4 weeks, let's say they're already ready to hatch, but you haven't walked through the room yet, they'll stay there, hidden. inside the cocoon. You put as much DE on the floor as you want. It's not going to kill them because they do not sense the change in vibration, change in light, shadow. They do not. So that's what they do is when you walk through the room, the vibration will aggravate that cocoon. And they're like, oh, there's a meal. And they jump towards the vibration or the change in light and shadow because they can see light inside the cocoon. They can change. They can tell where it's dark and where it's light. Then they jump towards the shadow, which is you walking through the room. They've avoided the diatomaceous earth. It has not gotten on them. They jump right on you and they bite you, or they crawl up on your clothes, or they crawl onto your pet or whatever, and the DE has never hurt them at all. So they actually avoid it completely. So I don't recommend sprinkling the stuff all over the floor. It doesn't really help. It just wastes money. It causes a lung irritant that you do not need in your house. And so it's just a waste. It's a waste of a step that you don't even need to perform. Sneaky starting so early. Hey, Kenju. Yeah, I want to get early. The thing is, when the sun sets early and the kids go to bed, I can get on here earlier. I prefer to live stream early. It's what? 8:30, 8:25. Normally, I don't get on here until 9:30. But the kids are in bed. They're behaving. And so I'm in here talking about bugs early. It gives me a reason to get online and talk to you guys earlier, which is what I really would prefer to get that done early anyway. So I tried to call, but it's not going through. I wanted to chat about bed bugs a bit. Let me see if I can see what's going on. Oh, well, that explains it. My Skype is not running. Alrighty. It should work now. So, what time zone do you live in, Kenju? Hello, this is Jason with Akers Pest Control. How are you tonight?
Hey, good. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to share what my experience with Crossfire has been recently and see if you have some tips for maybe
Sure.
what I may could try to adjust. I tried doing treatments based off your video and I've been watching you for quite a while now, and I was incredibly thorough up inside couches, up inside box springs, all the tufts and folds, just really super thorough. But I'm going back 2 weeks later and I'm seeing bed bugs in the same spots that I sprayed Crossfire in, several of them, not incredible amounts or anything, but right where I sprayed them, alive and well. And I'm wondering if maybe resistance is possible where I live, starting with Crossfire, or what do you think could be some scenarios I'm doing wrong?
Well, I personally haven't run into resistances with Crossfire at all, and I've been using it for about 5 years. But, it does take several. I mean, you're looking at Crossfire lasts for 30 days, and the reason it lasts for 30 days is because it needs to be able to kill bed bugs for the 30-day period. When you have an egg sac that hatches today, or egg, I should say egg sac. It's actually an egg. It's an individual bug in an egg. But the bug hatches out of that egg. It comes out. It doesn't actually feed immediately. Like I had somebody that actually commented on the video a couple weeks ago and said that they come out starving, wanting to eat right away. That's actually not true. Bed bugs don't feed right away. They come out, they bite you within a week after they've hatched. So what happens is they hatch out. So it takes an egg a week to 10 days to hatch. It takes a bed bug a week to 10 days to bite you. So that's already between 2 and 3 weeks later that bug comes out to bite you in the nymphal stage. And then that nymph has to grow up into an adult. So every time it bites, it gets a blood meal and it's able to shed its skin and go on for another instar. So when you have bed bugs crawling over the bed, the chemical is not going to deter them from crawling there. They will still crawl there. That's how it works, is they still crawl there. But 2 weeks later, it's going to take a lot longer for a bed bug to die. And so you're going to have where, after you first apply it, it's still wet, kills bed bugs for about 5 minutes. After about 2 weeks, you may be looking at maybe 5, maybe 8 hours for the bed bug to die after it's crawled through the chemical. It still kills it, and it doesn't reproduce, it doesn't lay eggs. But the point is that it does take longer because pesticides are designed to break down. And so you're not going to get a long-lasting residual effect for more than 30 days. And so it slowly starts to dissipate over time to the point where at that 30-day mark, when you get to that last 30-day, it may take 2 or 3 days for a bed bug to die. It may not even die at all. And so that's where you have to reapply if you're still seeing them. I never recommend reapplying Crossfire before 30 days. I mean, unless you want to. I mean, some people do. Yeah. I've had people that'll do it in a 2-week period just because it's stronger and they want to kill them quicker. If you've got an extreme case where the bugs are just coming out and they're biting you all the time and it's making it really just hard to live and you just don't want to have to worry with them being able to get to you, then within 2 weeks you can easily treat again if you want to, just to give you that stronger residue if they're living too long and they're not dying fast enough.
Okay.
But they shouldn't. That's normal behavior, what you're having. That's normal behavior.
Okay. Yeah, it's I'm somewhat new to treating bed bugs, and I do it professionally, and I'm trying to learn more. And my motivation for doing it is I like to help people.
Right.
So I want to feel good that I'm helping people, and I'm in the stage where I, don't have the confidence that I'm helping people the way I'd like to. So I'm really trying to do my homework with you and in general.
Oh yeah.
My 2 options for treating these at the moment are Crossfire only or Crossfire with Alpine Simexa dust mixed. And my gut is saying that mixture of dust is kind of counter.
So are you using Simexa as like a wettable powder?
No, the dry Simexa.
Okay, so you can.
Oh yeah. If it's wettable powder, in the container, yeah.
Yeah, like a tablespoon or something inside your tank. But anyway,
oh no, not like that. No, I'm using it in an electric duster with Alpine dust mixed.
Okay. Oh, Alpine dust.
Right.
Oh, Alpine dust is good.
Yeah.
So Simexa and Alpine, I wouldn't mix the two together because if it's Alpine D dust, I think so the other ingredients in Alpine D dust that actually carries the Alpine's diatomaceous earth. And so that's basically this. I mean, Simexa is like, silica dust? And then you've got diatomaceous earth, which is diatoms plus silica dust mixed together. And so I don't think I would even worry about mixing it at all. And I would use the Alpine dust. I used to use it like 4 or 5 years ago. I was using it around like outlets and stuff like that where you can't really spray because you don't want to burn a house down or cause electrical fire. And so you would dust in spots like that. But I haven't used Alpine on a bed bug job in probably about 3 or 4 years, even the liquid. I would go in, so me and my son's been working for me for nearly 10 years. So when we go in and we do a bed bug job, we'll go in and we'll tear down the beds, and he'll usually treat the baseboards and the stuff like the box springs and stuff around throughout the house with Alpine, and then I'll go through with Crossfire and treat the mattresses and the sofas and stuff like that with Crossfire, where it's going to come into direct contact with a person. I usually use Crossfire in spaces like that. But since I did notice a couple years ago where the Alpine wasn't working, all those jobs where I had Alpine and Crossfire together on the same job, I wasn't getting the knockdown. I wasn't getting the elimination that I wanted. So I just completely eliminated Alpine from the equation altogether, and I use just Crossfire. I don't use any dust. I don't use anything else but Crossfire, and I'm getting much better results.
Yeah, I really want to adopt that.
But that's so much easier.
Experiments with that.
But the thing is, it's so much easier because you just have the one tank, and Alpine is, it can clog too, especially if you're not using it all the time, and it can leave residues in the tank and stuff like that. And I use my Crossfire tank all the time. I use it at least 2 or 3 times a week. But it's one of those things where you mix it and you use it. Crossfire is disgusting. I hate Crossfire. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the chemical. It's a fantastic pesticide. It's the best pesticide for bed bugs there is. But when it comes to cleanup, it is nasty. it is disgusting,
Yep,
nasty, gross, slimy,
Yucky.
disgusting stuff. And I just wish
Yep,
that they
I
would.
know.
I wish it flowed better and it didn't turn into gunk. But other than that, you know,
Yep.
the pesticide is fantastic, but it turns into this nasty stuff in your hoses. I always tell people you got to clean that crap up. You don't leave it in your tank.
Yep, I learned that recently.
I mean, it'll clog
Yeah,
your.
I really
If you're
want
using
to.
the B&G, I mean, it'll clog your screens. It'll clog the tip. You're always unscrewing it
yeah,
and
it's
cleaning it
messy.
out. It's awful.
Yeah, I try to use it up on that day and then run clean water through instantly, but you know how it is
Yeah.
in the real world. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I really want to adopt your methods, and I just think that maybe I need to be more patient and wait and give them more time. But yeah, that helped out a lot. I think I'm going to keep doing experiments with the Crossfire only and
Sure. Where do you
keep
live?
working on my thoroughness.
What
So I
state do you live
appreciate
in?
it. East Tennessee.
Oh, you're not far from me. Not far at all.
No.
I like East Tennessee. I like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and I drive over there a lot. Sevierville,
Yeah, it's
Sevierville,
actually where
Sevierville, whatever people call it.
Sevierville. Yeah, I actually go there, and that's part of the area I go to. So I want to get much more skilled at this, and just to help people. That's my whole thing.
Right.
I just want to, I want.
Oh, it's so rewarding when you go into a house and people are just loaded down with those things, and they'll cry. They can't believe you came out and you killed their bed bugs. I had a lady call me 3 days after I had gone to her house, and she said it was the best 3 nights sleep she had in probably 2 years because she was able to sleep and the bed bugs weren't chewing her up.
Yeah, man, that's the reason I'm motivated and passionate about getting better at doing this, and just seeing, the mental aspect of bed bugs in general for some people is so devastating. You watch it, you see how much it disturbs them and eats into their every life, and it's hard to see sometimes. So if I can do anything better to help people like that, yeah, I definitely want to know it. I did realize I was messing up with mixing my Crossfire originally, and now I take a clear container with increment measurements, and I do it properly, so I can see clear through when I hit the gallon mark, and I think that was a big issue I was having. So,
it is specific. You do need to mix it right. Yeah, it's important. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man. I'm sure I'll catch up with you again here down the road. I'll keep watching your stream, and I'll let you go.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too.
All right, bye. So somebody actually messaged and asked during that call about Vicane and what I thought about Vicane for bed bugs. I think Vicane is a ridiculous thing to kill bed bugs with. Back with Vicane, when they used to use Vicane, they still use Vicane out in California and places where they treat for drywood termites. I would probably use it, but just for drywood termites, your house is going to fall over. You're going to get, severe damage. But Vicane is dangerous. Vicane is very dangerous. What are you doing? Vicane is extremely dangerous if you're using it in your home. And you have to have a licensed professional apply Vicane. It's a gas. It's designed to penetrate through the wall, and it kills the bed bugs. It's 100%. I mean, it's absolutely going to kill the bed bugs 100%. You're not going to have bed bugs after you use Vicane. But the reason that I don't recommend Vicane is because I have known specifically of deaths in Virginia by using Vicane. And, the bed bugs aren't going to bother you anymore if you're dead. But I don't recommend something that kills people. That's why I recommend Crossfire, because Crossfire is a very safe pesticide. It's a very effective, safe pesticide, and it's safer than death. Death is bad. And if you're going to... I'm not in the market of killing my customers. I tell people this all the time when I go out and I do pest control for a living. People are like, well, I've got this pesticide now. Are you going to hurt my children? Are you going to hurt my pets by spraying this stuff in my house? And I look at them, I'm like, I haven't killed a customer yet. I'm not in the business of killing people. I mean, I know people are asking out of their own safety. They just want to make sure that I'm being safe. But I've never killed anybody yet, and I don't plan on starting now. I'm not, Jeffrey Dahmer. But, that's just how it is within a world of pesticides. But Vicane is extremely, extremely toxic. There are rules around when you can even re-enter your home when it's being used, because we're not talking hours, we're talking days before you can even re-enter the home, because it will kill you if you do. You will die. And so there's specialized equipment to apply it. There's specialized even PPE you have to wear to even go into a home that has had Vicane been used, because it's a gas and it's designed to penetrate walls. So, not something I would recommend. Somebody asked me to talk about Apprehend. Apprehend is a spore. It's a mold spore that attaches itself to the outside of a bed bug and eats it away. It's a parasitic mold spore that kills bed bugs. It's very effective if applied properly. If you're not getting effective knockdown with Apprehend, then you're not applying it properly. But it's a very touchy pesticide, and you have to apply it properly or it will not work. I don't recommend people use Apprehend. I don't recommend you buy it. I don't recommend you apply it because of the high rate of user error. It is better to buy Crossfire and use that. This guy says, I tried Crossfire, but only once. I'm not sure if I had a bad batch, but in my singular experience, it did not fully mix well with the water and left white chunky bits in the spray pattern. Thoughts on this? You didn't mix it right. So that's happened to me before. When I first started using Crossfire, I had to learn how to mix it properly. And if you do not thoroughly mix it in water, you will get white chunky bits spraying out of your sprayer. That does happen. But you have to mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. And when I'm doing a job, and I'm walking through and I'm doing a bed bug job, I will actually take the spray and I will take my sprayer and I'll hold it by the handle and I'll do this and I'll shake it up and down like this, upside down, and I'll shake it like this, right side up and side to side. I'll even hold it in both hands like this, and I'll go shake, 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 shake like that, just to make sure I keep it shaken up, because it will separate even while you're working. Doesn't like to stay constituted in water at all. It's one of the reasons why the label says on it that you have to use it within 24 hours, because it does start to separate. Hi. I sprayed Crossfire on September 29th. So far, I haven't seen any bugs. Should I spray again just to be sure that they are gone, or are we good without a second treatment? If you just sprayed on September 29th, that was last week. You're good to wait a month before you spray again, if you really want to wait. You had texted before on the 22nd and said, hi, I had my home treated for bed bugs about a week ago. I'm not sure what was used. It smelled like alcohol, but I have found a few bugs that were still alive. Is this normal, or should I get a second treatment? This same person texted back today and said, hi, I sprayed Crossfire on September 29th. So far, I haven't seen any bugs. Should I spray again just to be sure that they are gone, or are we good without a second treatment? So it's up to you. You know, I would wait. I would give it a whole month. Wait till October 29th before you spray again. Excuse me. That's the problem with drinking coffee so fast like I do. See, it's already gone. And now I'm belching like a rude, nasty person. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Thank you again for the $5, Kenju. I didn't realize you're in Wisconsin. You know somebody in Wisconsin?
I do.
I know somebody in Wisconsin. I got in-laws in Wisconsin. Near Minnesota. Right?
What?
Like 30 minutes from Minnesota.
Yeah.
You guys say Minnesota. Like that. Was that wrestler? Isn't there a wrestler that was like the governor of Minnesota? I think there was. I wonder if you took a drill with a paint mixer and put it in a bucket with pesticides in it, if it would mix better. I mean, you don't. It's not hard to mix pesticide. You don't need to go to that extreme. It will constitute in water. It will. But you just have to, while you're applying it, you need to shake it around. What city in Wisconsin?
New Richmond.
New Richmond. So. See, I sit here. One of my problems with camera is when I have a camera on me, I do stuff like this. And I watch my face. And see, my screen that I see is right here. Right here. Actually, I could move that over here. Boom, like that. And then, so now, see, this is what all my chat is in. All my chat is on this little window right here. And then my Discord's over there. Which, by the way, there is a link to Discord in the description below. If you're interested in joining Discord, I recommend you do it. We've got a pretty good group of guys over there, girls and guys and everybody. So let's do it that way. Then I can talk and I can look at the screen. I can go make faces. Anyway, where's my star thing? I don't know, Kenju. Are you still a member? I don't know. Let me see. Your channel. Members. It doesn't say. Oh, yeah, there you are. You're still a member. You're still a member. I don't know why your little star thing is gone. Tube Studio. Let me see. I wonder if you've been a member for so long that it took it off. It shouldn't have. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Maybe it's there. Memberships. See more. There we go. I did lose a member. Had member and then I lost one. I had 10 and then I lost one. Let's see. I don't know why it's not working. Hello, this is Jason with Green Acres. How are you?
Hey Jason, how are you?
I'm great. Doing good. What's going on?
Great. Yeah. So thanks a lot for your videos. They've been really helpful. I finally got bed bugs in my home, and I'd like some.
Congratulations! No.
Yeah, that's well. So how important is like preparation before applying Crossfire? Like, do you recommend all your clients bag up everything and
No.
do launder everything?
No, I don't. I think that's overkill. I don't think there's a reason to do that. I mean, you can if you want. Some people do it anyway, even though you tell them you don't have to. But the thing about, well, I mean, you said you live in California. Were you able to get Crossfire shipped to you out there? Because I know some people have said they couldn't, and then other people said they could.
No, I actually live in New York. And
Oh, you live in
I was
New York.
Able to order it. Yeah, I actually do live in New York, and I was able to order it from Amazon, luckily.
Okay. Yeah, people have said that I think they're getting a little lax. The thing is that Crossfire is it's a neonicotinoid, and states that have high restrictions on neonics, it's hard to get it because it is a neonic. But the thing is, it's used indoors only, so it shouldn't be of the same list. It shouldn't even be included in the same list of pesticides that are outlawed. Like Alpine WSG is a neonicotinoid, but it can be used outside. And so the reason they don't want to have them in the state is because they don't want to damage pollinators. And that's why they're like, well, look, we need to outlaw the whole family. And on pesticides that aren't even used outside, because bed bugs don't live outside, it's kind of asinine. It's like, well, why get rid of a chemical that you're not even going to use outside anyway? And so I think some states are coming around and they're allowing shipping into the state again. But yeah, I have had people tell me that they were able to get it in New York recently. But the thing about prep on a house, the only thing that I require that people do to get ready for, like, if I were to come out and treat their house, is just remove all the sheets, comforters, covers. If they have mattress encasements, take all that stuff off of the bed and leave a bare mattress and box spring as if you just bought it at the store and brought it home and took it out of the plastic. That's what the bed should look like the bed frame and the box spring and the mattress. I don't tell people to go and take everything out of their dressers or their nightstands or their chest of drawers or their closets or anything like that. Now, if for some reason they have bed bugs living in that type of furniture, then I will say something like, you might want to, remove those drawers and stuff, and I'll treat in your dresser. But I've in like 4 years, I've done that twice.
I see.
Because Crossfire is non-repellent. The bed bugs don't see it anyway, and they're not going to get a blood meal from a sock or a pair of pants. They're going to have to come out. If they're in your closet, if the bed bugs are living in your closet, which it would have to be awfully close to your bed, But if they are living in your closet, then the only way they're going to be able to get a blood meal is to come out and bite you, and they have to crawl over the bed to do that because you're sleeping in the bed or a chair or whatever you sleep in. And so as long as you're treating that furniture, the bed bugs are going to have to come out of whatever they're in to get you. I actually had a guy I told the other day, he had a comic book collection. And he's like, he didn't want to take them and get rid of them because he's had them since he was a kid. And some of them are worth pretty good money. And he's like, I'm worried there's bed bugs in them. I don't know if they are or not.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if you're concerned, sit it near the bed. Put it on your nightstand or something. The bed bugs, if they're in it, they'll come out. They'll crawl on the bed. They'll die. And so that's what you do.
Right, I see.
It's
so
a
you
lot.
typically
It's
don't
low impact. The thing is, the thing about Crossfire that's so nice is I don't have to go and tell my customers they have to do all of this stuff that is extremely overwhelming when you already have no sleep because the bed bugs are eating you alive. And it still works remarkably well. And you have all these other companies are saying, oh no, you've got to take and you got to double bag all your stuff. You got to tie it up in black trash bags and leave it in another room and all this crazy stuff that basically you have to live like a hobo out of a bag until the bed bugs are dead. And that's not necessary.
Okay, I see. So do you usually tell people to, like, are there any things around the house that are easily attract them? Like, I don't know, like cardboard boxes or anything like that?
No, just you. You attract them. They're not going to seek out a cardboard box to live in. They're not like cockroaches. Cockroaches will live in corrugated cardboard. They love cardboard. But cockroaches are not, bed bugs. They're two different things. And bed bugs aren't fleas either. They're different too. A lot of people will come in and they'll just spray the whole floor like they have fleas, but they're not fleas. They live in the cracks and crevices like bed bugs do. I mean, like cockroaches do, but they don't live. If you had a corrugated cardboard box underneath your bed, the bed bugs will live in it because it's right near your bed. But if you've got, a box from Amazon that was delivered and it's over in, your kitchen or something sitting on your kitchen table, a bed bug's not going to crawl into the kitchen to live in that box just because it's there. Roach might do that, but bed bugs won't. One of the reasons that roaches are attracted to boxes is because they're glued together, and roaches eat glue. And so they eat the glue that holds boxes and tape and stuff like that. They like that. So that's one of the things that will attract them is because it's a food source. And then they'll just live in the box because it's a good place to live.
I see, yeah. I was just going through my head, like, where did this come from? Maybe it came from an Amazon package or I don't even know.
Well, a lot of people were getting that, like, during the pandemic when they were doing all of these, orders from home and everybody was getting, like, Instacart and all these Amazon orders. In fact, last year at Christmas, FedEx was hiring U-Haul trucks to come out and do their deliveries. And, people move in a U-Haul, and who knows whose bed-bug-infested furniture was in that U-Haul before FedEx hired them. And so, you never know what is going to come in on a box in your house.
Right. Okay. One more question was, I did leave a comment on one of your videos about treating electronics. I noticed a bed bug crawl out of the hinge of my laptop, and
I saw your comment.
That was one of the first times I saw one. Yeah. Yep,
so, and I told you, I commented on that, and I actually told you that I was going to make a video on how to kill them in electronics. But the thing about electronics is exactly what I told you, the same exact idea as the box of comic books. Is you just sit it near the bed so that the bed bug crawls out of it, and that way it'll crawl out. Now you don't want to sit it on the bed itself on your covers. You want to sit it down in the floor beside the bed or under the bed so that the bed bug will crawl out. You don't want to take something that possibly could harbor bed bugs and then sit it in your bed where you sleep because your covers are not treated, your sheets are not treated, your pillows are not treated, and so the bed bug can effectively crawl out, bite you, then crawl right back in the laptop where it's been living. So you want to sit it in the floor or on a bedside table. Okay. So you kind of force the bed bug out and down and up the leg of the bed or whatever, so it has to, take the normal pathway to get to you and crawl through the crossfire. But if you sleep with like a book in the bed or a laptop or something like that, or maybe an iPad or something that's there, you want to take that and just sit it in the floor so that anything comes out, or a table or something like that beside the bed.
Okay, I see.
And the stuff, they'll naturally come out of it. They're not going to stay in your stuff.
Right. So basically you just treat places where people frequent, like the couch or the mattress.
Right. Take your seat
Okay.
and sofa cushions and stuff. I actually had someone leave a comment about their sofa cushions were sewn into their sofa, because I've noticed that's a thing now, so you can't flip your sofa cushions. But
Right.
if your cushions are sewn in, I how do you say this? The best way. So I'm a father. I have 4 children. I have to wipe butts all the time because babies go to poop and then you have to wipe their butt. All right. I've got a child that is almost 4. He'll be 4 on the 15th, and I've got another child that'll be 1 on the 26th. They're both born in October. All right. The way you spray a couch is you spread the cushions like butt cheeks. All right, like you're gonna wipe their butt. And this is just the way that I understand it, because I have to do this all the time as a dad with children. But it's like that. You want to spread the cushions as far apart as you can get, and you want to treat between the cushions. Every single cushion has to be treated that way, because I have seen these couches where they sew the cushions in, and the roaches will absolutely live all up in between all those cushions and everything. So, I mean, not roaches, but, well, roaches will too. I found roaches in them too. But roaches and bed bugs will live in those cracks. And so you have to spread them all apart, every cushion that you can, if they're not removable, and treat all of that. But if they're removable, take the cushions out, treat the zippers, treat down inside, like put your foot on the springs so you can kind of compress the springs down so you can get all around that little crease, all around where the arms meet the couch and the back of the couch meets the where you put your butt. You want to spray down in those cracks really good all the way around, and then flip it upside down, treat around the legs and the staples and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Yeah, I was just
Be very thorough. If you see a piece of
Be very
furniture
thorough.
and you even question yourself and say, well, you can you can treat your dressers and stuff if you want to. You could take the drawers out. You could treat all the cracks and stuff in the dresser if it just makes you feel better. The thing is, you're probably going to have extra crossfire anyway when you're done. That the amount of crossfire it takes to treat a house. I've done, a 2,400 square foot house, a 3,000 square foot house, and had half a gallon left over at the end of the day, because I don't treat all this stuff that doesn't need to be treated. But if you want to use it up and you want to just feel safe treating those spots, by all means do it. Because you can't keep it over. It's not going to last more than a couple days in a B&G or a gallon sprayer anyway.
right. Yeah, I live in a 2-bedroom, like a 600, 700 foot place. So
Yeah, you're not going to probably use a cork. You probably won't even use a cork. You might, but it's not going to be a lot. You're not going to use a lot of chemical.
Right. Yeah. So no need to pull out the TV console and everything to treat the whole perimeter of the home. You think, or
Around all the baseboards inside the house, around your door frames, window frames. You can even remove pictures and stuff on the wall and make sure you don't have bed bugs behind the pictures, because they will get behind pictures, especially pictures that are hung above the headboard and near the bed. Pull that stuff down and just make sure you don't have bed bugs living on that stuff. In fact, the label says in spaces like that you might even use a paintbrush to apply it, because it's easier to get it into places like that than with even a sprayer, because sprayers can be kind of messy. A paintbrush is too, but you can be more precise and kind of push the chemical where you want it to go.
I see. Okay, great. Thanks so much for your advice.
Yeah, no problem. But I don't advise new van strips though. You were right in that they're real toxic. They're real dangerous, and I don't ever recommend new van strips, because that's Vapona, and Vapona can cause all kinds of neurological problems, and I don't recommend that ever.
Yeah, I was reading the warning signs, and they seem pretty serious.
If
so
you want to read the warning label, go read the actual label for Vapona. It's a restricted use pesticide, so you have to have a license to buy it. But you go and read the label of that, the side effects, and who you need to call if you've been exposed. It's pretty horrible stuff. I don't ever recommend using it.
Yeah.
But
Also,
anyway, you have a great night. I appreciate your call.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So let's see. During the bedbug treatment, where an affected room will not be slept in for months to come, what options do you recommend to draw bedbugs out? You sleep in there. Just sleep in there. You need to use the room. It took me 6 months to get rid of a bedbug infestation in a house that was not occupied. So it is important to use the room. The only time it has taken me more than 60 to 90 days to get rid of a bedbug infestation was when no one was living in the house, and it took 6 months to do it. And so I don't recommend treating a room or a home that doesn't have someone occupying it for bedbugs. You need to treat it, and you need to sleep in there. It's just point blank, that's going to work the best. Pheromone traps, CO2 traps, that stuff is half the time never works, and so I don't recommend that at all. I wonder if it would be safe to mix. That's not safe to mix it that way. Tempered. That's not safe. If I have a massive hole around my pipes in my bathroom and kitchen, how do I seal them so the roaches stop crawling in? You can use great foam insulation around your pipes and stuff, and then once that stuff hardens, shave it so it's nice and flush with the back of your cabinet, and then you can take some caulk and you can run it around the cracks with the caulk, because the caulk will seal it better than great stuff. Roaches can still crawl around great stuff. Foam insulation, caulking works better to try to keep them from traveling pipes. But the thing is you can treat your pipes with Alpine WSG, and in fact, that's what it says on the label when you treat for roaches. You treat the pipes and stuff that go through the wall so that when roaches crawl the pipes, they die. So do that. That'll work. But yes, Sammy even said I would use expanding spray foam. That's what I would use. That's right. Do that. But you want to that stuff gets really bulbous and ugly looking, and so I would recommend shaving it down once you apply it so that it will that's I think it looks better, and ultimately, you have to live there. It's what you can put up with. I see. I thought you meant for roaches. The best chemical for bed bugs. Absolutely. Crossfire is amazing. What, Rory? Huh? Is Doxum worth the money? I don't even know what Doxum is. Let's see. I'm actually going to run to the restroom. I will be right back. That's better. Hello. I'm back. Sorry, had to run. This plus this. It's just water. It's just water. Had to run use potty. Sorry about that, everybody. That's something I'm known for. So I'm not one of these streamers that's like, let's take a hydration break. Be back in 2 minutes. No, it's like, I gotta go pee. I'd like to say it how it is. I had to go pee. I had to go pee. So I'm like Forrest Gump. If I got up in front of everybody, but I got to pee. Can I go pee? That's me. So dox them. That was the question. So this is the pesticide that we're talking about. I have not used. I was just looking at this stuff the other day, and I thought I might try it. I'm not the aerosol, the baked, like this right here. I was going to try that. I haven't tried it yet. Indoxacarb? What is that? I recognize that. Indoxic. Indoxacarb. Oh, it's the same thing as Advion. It ain't no different than Advion. Yeah, that stuff's really good. Not worth the money if it's more money. I knew I recognized that name. It's the same thing as Advion gel bait for cockroaches. So that's what Indoxacarb is. So that's what it is. To answer that question, is Doxum worth the money? It's a rough week. I'm tired. Egg, yolk, sugar, and boric acid bait recipe actually work. I'm not sure what the recipe is for. Not sure. Brenda said, can you recommend anything for no-see-ums? They're bad. I just put if you'll rewind to the very first part of this video, I actually I put in the chat. I wonder if I still even have it in my... Oh, no, that's not it. Let's see. Videos. So if you go to my channel, I have to do this because, you know, my mom isn't here tonight, and she usually does this for me. But she's got a job working tonight because money's more important than me.
Oh, hush.
Anyway, I know, she'll get on me. She'll watch this later, and she'll go and she'll say, you shouldn't say that about me. And then she'll get mad at me. Alright, anyway, if you go to my channel and click join, this is what I was going to say. So join or click subscribe. You should subscribe, most definitely. And you should hit the notification bell. Absolutely. Hit the, like when I close my stream, I always put this up here, right here. And I say subscribe, and I say hit the notification bell. And the reason I say that is because YouTube will not show you my videos unless you hit the notification bell. So hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me, and then you'll see when I'm live, just like tonight. You'll see all my videos that get put up. But if you click the search button right here, and you type in there, no-see-ums. Just put no-see, like that. And the very first video is about no-see-ums. See, no-see-ums. What are they and how do I get rid of them? It's the very first video on the list. And you don't watch the ad. You just share it and you copy. I got 491 likes. That's crazy. It's crazy. And you paste it like that. Did you get your membership fixed, Kenju? I hope you're able to get it fixed. I don't know why it's saying that you're not a member. I don't know why. Because I know that you are. You were my first member ever. And I don't understand why it's saying that you are not a member. Because if you go to home and you scroll down, there's your little bird right there. Oh, you can't see it. There. See, there's your little bird icon. I guess that's a bird. Is that a bird? I think that's a bird. See, it says you're a member. So I don't know why it doesn't put a little icon up there. Anyway. No-see-ums are bad. They're pretty awful. And it doesn't matter, even if you open your window, they can come right to the screen and bite you. You can't keep them out, no matter how small the screening is around your windows. They come through and they bite you. So Doxum is a 0.6% dry, flowable bait. I don't know. I think I'd just stick to gel bait personally. Gel bait I like a lot better. Is it you? I can't tell. I had to look real close. I can't tell what that is. Let me see here. Search. I want to go to filters. I want to search by channel. There you are. Oh, you're upside down. I see. I see it now. I can see it. If I look at the big picture on the monitor up here, you're upside down. All right then. There we go. I know what it is now. See, if I look close, but it looks like a vulture. If you look back and squint just right, it looks like a vulture that's gonna come and eat like a rabbit or something. That's what it kind of looks like. But I understand what the icon is now. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Anyway. Specifically asking about Doxum Precise Dry Bait. It's a lot more expensive than gel bait. It's interesting as a dust, much easier to control than Advert. What's the best trap to identify a roach? Hey Jason, is Yellow Jackets in Virginia? We are making a killing in Maryland. Oh man, Yellow Jackets are fun. Let me show you a video. Sometimes I do this with my shorts because a lot of people don't see my shorts because they're not hitting the notification bell. Like I was saying earlier, you go on here and you say, hey, I want to subscribe to your channel. And when you hit subscribe, you hit the little bell that comes up over here. Like I was saying earlier. But if we go to videos, actually, let's go to my shorts. Is it in here? Actually, let me see if I can I do it by shorts? There's video uploads, sort by, how do I do it? Oh, let's go to playlists. Let's do that. Playlists. And we go to the shorts. Don't do that. And then let's scroll down here. Now they are some serious, look at them. That's seriousness right there. That's some runway model serious high. Look, she has got a look on her face like I mean business. That's, sorry. Anyway, I'm trying to find this video of Yellow Jackets. Is it not going to show it to me? It's on my TikTok. Oh no, it's on my TikTok. Let me see. TikTok. Let me see here. Where is this video? Because I want to show this video, and this guy argued with me and told me, oh, okay, there it is. Yellow Jackets right here. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta mute my audio for a minute. Let's see if this will work now. If I click, let me mute this. I want you to hear this. Or I want you to see this video. Alright, now if I mute that like this, there we go. Now you see that. Now there's the tip of my duster, right there. You see that face right there? That's the face of a Yellow Jacket. Now, I had this guy on here arguing with me that wasn't a Yellow Jacket. Now see, I dust my Yellow Jackets. This is under a hot tub actually. So, now you look at that picture. Now, do those look like Yellow Jackets to you? Like seriously, like, does that look like a Yellow Jacket? That absolutely, that's a dusty Yellow Jacket. I just hit him with dust right in the face. But if you watch that video, those look like yellow jackets, right? Like that right there. That's a yellow jacket, isn't it? Like you guys see that's a yellow jacket. This guy's telling me that there is no way I could have gotten that close to yellow jackets without a bee suit, or I would have gotten stung to death. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I show people how to kill yellow jackets all the time. See them? Look, they're mad. They are so mad at me because I just filled their nest full of dust. Look at them all. Those are yellow jackets, right? Those are yellow jackets. Okay. I think that guy must have just been a troll. But anyway, if you're interested in my TikTok, I have a TikTok. And it's at Green Acres PC. You should go check me out over on TikTok. See, now they're a member, Kenju. Kenju has become a member. And you got a little zombie running on my head. Right there. I don't know why it said you weren't a member anymore. So let's see. What we got? What we got going on here? What's the best trap to identify roach type? Glue board. Advion gel worked really well for me for 6 to 8 months, but I've slowly been seeing them come back even after reapplying. I rotate my bait just like I rotate pesticides. So the problem with pesticides is that you need to rotate your chemicals with dealing with cockroaches, even with bait. So I use Advion and Vendetta. Those are the two I like to rotate. Vendetta Nitro and Advion. So I've got another one too. I haven't used it in a while. It's out in the truck. I can't remember what it is. One thing I really liked about Doxum is that they claim it lasts up to a year. I'm used to gel baits drying out after a couple of weeks, can be heated, can be wetted, food, and ingested while grooming. Rod says they are yellow jackets. Have you considered doing long format videos at your interesting jobs? I have done a couple. I did bedbug work. I don't like to make my videos more than 15 minutes long. People complain that I talk too much. Anything longer than 20 minutes, I feel like has gone way over what I should. There are a couple of videos that I have where they need to be long because I'm trying to explain how to get rid of something. But as far as actually setting up a camera and doing a job, I have done a couple. I've done a couple of bedbug jobs that way where I'll set the camera up and do the work. And then I'll go back through later, edit, cut stuff out that doesn't need to be shown. And I've done that. But I've only got one that actually worked out well to where I liked it. And I used it. How would you treat for a wasp nest? It's getting cold where I am, so I figured I would wait until winter until they die, then treat them. I treat them live. I use, different chemicals, spray the nest, kill the bees. Don't knock the nest down, leave the nest there, so when foragers come back and crawl on the nest, they die. So, can you watch Flubber? What happens to Wilson? Man, I haven't seen Flubber in ages. I can't even remember. I shoot wasp nests with my daughter's Daisy Red Ryder. Jason still cannot get rid of bedbugs nymphs in my SUV. I use temperate FX. Well, it takes a while for bedbugs to die. It was just been maybe about 2 weeks that I told you to treat your SUV. But temperate is high heat, so it works in high temperature heat. Temperate FX will kill bedbugs. Temperate FX will kill bedbugs. It's labeled for bedbugs. Let me see. Temperate FX label. Let's look together. I like to do this with everybody. So here's the label for temperate FX. Let's zoom in. Okay. So it's I think it's a metocloprid, isn't it? Yeah, metocloprid. That's what it is. That's the active ingredient. It's a neonicotinoid. Bedbugs. All right. The rate you're supposed to mix for bedbugs, you use 0.075%, 0.27 fluid ounces, 8 milliliters of tempered FX insecticide per gallon of water. Controls bedbug populations that are resistant to pyrethroid insecticides. Efficacy of this product is not affected by heat treatments. So applications can be made before heat treatments in integrated bedbug elimination programs. Spray bugs and eggs directly wherever possible, following site directions below. Bedbug eggs that are directly treated with this product are killed outright, and young nymphs that emerge from eggs are killed by dried residues. For infested mattresses, remove linens and wash before reuse. Apply to tufts, seams, folds, edges until moist. Allow to dry before making bed. Apply to box springs, bed springs, and interior of bed frames or headboards, and including all cracks and joints. When bed bugs are found in upholstered furniture, apply to the infested tufts, seams, folds, edges, but do not apply to flat surfaces where prolonged human contact will occur. If bugs heavily infest furniture, inside cushions, or batting, apply labeled insecticide dust or consider fumigation. Apply as crack and crevice treatment to all baseboard moldings beneath floor coverings. It continues. Shelves, curtains, furniture, picture frames that may harbor bed bugs. Inside empty luggage. Apply to seams, folds, edges until moist. Remove all clothes and other articles from luggage before application and allow treated areas to thoroughly dry before use. Reapply every 7 to 10 days as needed until infestation is eliminated. See, this is one of the reasons I don't use tempered, is because it requires you to treat once a week, and it's a lot to request of my customers to take their whole house apart once every week to have to come in and reapply the chemical. So that's why I don't use tempered. So anyway, once a week, Lisa, to answer your question. What products would you suggest for wasps? I mean, just about anything. Alpine will kill wasps. Wasps die from pretty much any kind of pesticide. What products would you suggest for wasps? Okay, I think their fly is wearing a yellow jacket. I do not know what happens when you eat flubber, Alicia.
I don't know. I'm not wanting to volunteer for that either.
What is flubber?
Flubber? Isn't that stuff? It's like the goo.
Yeah, it's the goo. It's that stuff. No, I mean, it's from a Disney movie called Flubber.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened.
You actually eat it? I don't think you actually
It has been a long time since I watched Flubber.
Oh, it's been forever since I watched Flubber.
I don't know what happens when you eat flubber. Now I have to know what happens when you eat flubber. Would it be safe to mix only a half gallon of tempered, and would it make it stronger against German roaches? Don't overmix your chemical, alright? Let's see how we mix for German cockroaches. Because we got the label up right now, alright? Okay, crawling insects. There we go. Cockroaches, crickets, silverfish, spiders, and other listed pests. Let's make sure they don't have German cockroaches listed differently, because sometimes they will. Let's see. Ants, hornets, wasps. Yeah, there's wasps. You can use tempered for wasps. There's your answer. Sometimes German roaches have a different mix. That's why I'm looking. Okay, it's not on here. All right, so let's go look at German cockroaches. All right. Where is it? Dang it. There we go. Cockroaches. Right there. All right, for cockroaches. Use a coarse, low-pressure spray. Do not exceed 50 psi at the nozzle tip. Treat entry points such as around water pipes, doors, windows, and eaves. Treat areas where pests normally feed. But what does it say to mix it at? It doesn't say. It does not say how to mix it. See, I don't use tempered. Their label sucks, but I don't use tempered. It says, do not apply more than 32 fluid ounces of temperate FX insecticide per acre per year. I guess that's for lawn care. At the 8 millimeter per gallon use rate, this is a limit of 118 diluted gallons per acre per year. See, this is like lawn care. Oh, me. Where is... See, it doesn't even say what to mix it for crawling insects. It doesn't even say. It says use rate. It says 0.75, which is 8 milliliters per gallon, or 16 milliliters per gallon. That's the two ways you're supposed to mix it. It says, except for bed bugs, use the higher specified rate for severe infestations, faster knockdown, longer residual. For bed bugs, do not exceed application rate of 8 milliliters per gallon. So it says that they want you to use 16 milliliters per gallon for anything other than bed bugs. So that's the way you're supposed to mix it. So it's 16 milliliters to a gallon of water. That is what you're supposed to mix. Don't mix any more than that. Just that. That's all. If you're wanting a half a gallon, then mix 8 milliliters for a half a gallon. Don't mix more than that. It's not going to make it any better. It's going to make you sick. You're going to hurt yourself if you go and you overmix a pesticide. Don't do that. And that'll get pesticides outlawed. If you go and you buy a pesticide, all right, like temperate, and you go and you mix it above labeled rate, and you make yourself sick or you die, then the government comes in and says, well, this dumbass went and mixed this chemical too strong and killed himself, so let's take it away from everybody. That's what happens. All right? I'm point blank honest to a fault. Say it what it is. Don't mix above labeled rates, because if you do, you're a dumbass. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. It's stupid. Don't poison yourself. If the Chempered's not killing roaches, switch and use a different chemical. You probably have a chemically resistant cockroach. Use something different. Don't use Tempered. Use Alpine WSG. Use Demon Max. Use something else. Don't use Tempered if it's not killing roaches, because you're not helping yourself at all. If you can't use Tempered at the recommended labeled rate, switch and use something different. You're just beating a dead horse. You're not going to be able to get anywhere. So when can I vacuum a carpet after spraying Crossfire? After it's dry. After it's dry. Oh, Billy says you just don't want to eat flubber. I don't even know what flubber is. I mean, I've seen the movie. It's been a long time. Wasn't that the one of, I think it was Jerry Lewis was in the first one, and then they did a remake with, who was in the remake? I can't even remember now. Can mites be mistaken for bed bugs? If they are, they're morons. Mites are super tiny. They're a lot smaller than bed bugs. Even in nymphal stages, mites are smaller than bed bugs. I have followed instructions several times with Temperate and Crossfire. I am getting bit. They are unseen but bite. Then I see tiny black or rusty brown casings. So it sounds like you do not have bed bugs. I don't know what you've got, but you don't have bed bugs. You don't have bed bugs. Robin Williams was in Flubber. The new one. Yeah. I haven't seen the new one, I don't think. Maybe I did. I've seen almost all of Robin Williams' movies. I liked him as an actor. I thought he was a good actor. Oh, I'm tired. Are y'all tired? How's y'all day go today? Y'all had a busy day today? I'm rough today. I'm slinging around words like dumbass. I never say dumbass on live streams. I say dumbass in person. I must be tired. It's been a long week, and I got a long day tomorrow too. Let me see. How many do I have tomorrow? Let me look and see here. Let's see. How many do I have tomorrow? I have 24. That's 24 tomorrow, right, Alicia Joe? Mm-hmm. 24. Actually, 23 because I did one today. So I only have 23. But that's a lot. That's a lot. Eating flubber is like eating a whole can of beans. You don't want to do it because you're going to fart, and flubber's like green goo. Yeah, well, I eat a whole can of beans. I eat beans all the time. I'm vegan. You know what vegan people do? Now, there are people on the internet that talk about being vegan and how if you eat chili and beans and stuff like that, that eventually your body will just get used to it and you won't produce as much gas. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not true. It is absolutely not true. At least I've been vegan for 6 years. And if I eat chili or beans or tofu's made from beans, it's awful. You don't want to be in the same room with me. It's horrible. But I love beans. I will eat beans. I'll eat beans, and then I'll sit next to the fire like on Blazing Saddles. Absolutely. I'll do it. I'll do it. You don't want to sit beside me. Every day has been crazy busy since I started this piano stuff. Oh, yeah, you do piano moving, don't you, Kenji? I think you move pianos. You want to come move my piano? My wife's got a big old piano. You come move my piano. 10 years ago, my wife and I, September actually, last month, it was marked 10 years since my wife and I have lived together. And I moved her in with me, and we moved her piano. Now, her piano is like nearly 800 pounds. It's a heavy beast of a thing. And me and her dad apparently thought just the two of us could move that heavy-ass piano. And that was a bad thing. And I hurt my back, hurt my sciatic nerve. And then we drove it to Bedford. We put it in the house, moved it again, me and my dad. Actually, it was me, my dad, and my brother-in-law that moved at that time. 3 of us, way better time. 2 people, piano, bad idea. 3 people, perfect. That worked out really good. And then I took a 40-gallon tank off of the back of my vehicle, and me and Rory, I should have emptied the tank before I moved it. And we took that thing off the back of the car, and ever since, my back has been just all screwed up. So since I was 36, I'm 40 now. So about last 4 years, almost 5 years. So. Oh, he's a piano technician. Well, then you need to come tune a piano, because my wife's piano needs tuning. It does. Don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on down. We'll feed you vegan food. Where is the best place to buy Demon Max, and is it a repellent insecticide? Demon Max is a repellent insecticide, and I'd probably get it on Amazon or do-it-yourself pest control, or do your own pest control. I was raised on pinto beans and fried potatoes. Well, see, pinto beans are good. I like pinto beans, but pinto beans don't like me. I can eat black beans. I can eat cannelli beans. I don't really like navy beans. Alicia likes navy beans. I don't care a lot for navy beans or white beans, but I like red beans. But if I eat pinto beans, oh man, I blow up. I get so bloated. Oh, it's awful. Awful. So what should I name my spider? Now I don't celebrate Halloween, but I was at Kroger, and they had these spiders. And he is so cool that I had to buy him, and I hung dental floss from his butt. That's dental floss. So he could hang here and hang out with me while I do my live streams. But I don't know what I'm going to name him. So I think I might put a poll on the thing tonight and ask, what do you think I should name my spider? Because I don't like spiders like in real life, like bugs. I kill them. But he's pretty cool. I like him. So, Fred. Let's see. Fred, like Fred Mertz? Let me see here. Let me open a new window. Alright, let's open a new window. Let's go to youtube.com, and we'll go to my channel, and we'll go to Community tab. And we're going to do a... Oh my goodness! They added an image poll. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to play with that later. I've been wanting an image poll forever. Forever. Forever and ever and ever. Forever, ever. Roses really smell like boo-boo. Alright. So, here we go. Let's share this. Can I share this scene? Yeah, that works. Alright. So the first option is Fred. Oh. Oh, wait. Let's do it this way. Can I take a picture? I don't know if I can take a picture. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Let's do this. Up close camera. And let's do a screenshot. How do you do that? Function. Y'all can see how crazy I am. Function, print screen. Alright. We'll do that. And then I got to open up Paint. Paint. Control V. Alright, so let's do this. And we're going to draw a square around the spider. And we're going to crop it out. And we're going to save it. Save as spider on a desktop. Feel free to ask a question if you want. I will answer any questions that you got. So, we're going to put him in here. We'll go back. Community. Image poll. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Okay, what should... Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. What... Scene. There we go. What should I name my new friend? Alright. We're gonna... Wait, that's all my things. Let me go to desktop. And let's do... where is he? There he is. Alright. So we got option 1's Fred. Fred. Alright. Option 2 is... What else? Fred Peter. Oh, like Spider-Man. Add an option. Option 3 will be... Skeletor. For someone that lived on... I don't think it's an E on the end, is it? Let me see. Skeletor? Yeah, Skeletor. I gotta spell it right, because I like me some He-Man. Alright, Skeletor. And then we got Charlie. I don't know why I'd name it after my son. But there it is. Charlie. Alright, so I got 4 options. Let me see if there's anything better than Charlie. Charlotte.
I like Charlotte.
Charlotte. Alright, I only have 4 options. It'll only let me do 4 options. So we got Fred, Peter, Skeletor, or Charlotte. Post. There you go. There is now a community post. It is a poll. You can vote on what name you want me to name my spider, and whoever gets the highest vote, that is what his name shall be. So there you go. Crazy things. Crazy things we do on live streams every Thursday night. I don't know how that helps anybody but me, but I've been needing to name him, and I didn't know what I was going to name him, but he's got to have a name. So it's Fred, Peter, Skeletor, or Charlotte. So there's the 4 options. I'm sorry if I didn't get to pick any other names, but those are the only, that as many as that would let me do in my poll. So. Oh yes, fast cap. It is. It is really good. See, if you scroll down here, there it is. I just got done using a pint and I opened another one. It's amazing stuff. There ain't nothing like it. By the way, these are my members' videos. See, if you're a member, you see how I was saying earlier. See, I'm logged in right now. So normally I don't log in, but if you scroll down, there's the poll I just made, and then you could scroll down here. It talks about the live stream last week, And then there's FastCat. That's where I use FastCat. But then here's a members. This is 4 weeks ago. I actually posted a members only video. Oops. And so you can go and look at that there and watch that if you're a member. But you have to be a member. This is like OnlyFans, except I'm not naked. That's what I've been telling everybody anyway. And these are other stuff I've done. There's my trip to Disney. I took the kids to Disney. There's a members only picture that nobody gets to see but members. I posted that, me and the family with the babies and stuff. So anyway, that's what you get if you're a member. Just different little things that I do. Just different things I do that have nothing to do really with bugs maybe. But Kenju said I should post it because it had to do with mice. So anyway. FastCap's amazing. I don't like demand. While going through books that have black spots, I start getting bites around the waist under my arm. What's your best guess during the winter it dies off? I have no idea. The lines weren't that long actually, but we stayed on resort. It's the first time I've stayed on the Disney resort since I was a kid. My mom, I think we stayed at the... I don't know which one we might have stayed at the Polynesian.
Yeah.
We might have stayed there when I was little. Because I know it was like a villa that we stayed in. I was so young. I was like 7. But we stayed on resort with the family, and it was nice. It was worth it, because we were able to get into the park a half hour early. But Disney was good. I like Disney. So, I wonder if Onslaught kills bedbugs and roaches. Onslaught FastCat lasts up to a year on concrete for German cockroaches. So, it's pretty good stuff. Not really for roaches, though. But I don't like demand. I just don't like it. I've used it. I don't like it. Demand is what I've used when they took Durazban and Diazinon off the market. I switched and used Demand for a few months. I didn't like it. I just don't think it kills bugs like it should. It's not very good. It's definitely not a replacement for Durazban or Diazinon. So, anyway, I am going to log out if I don't get any questions. Oh, wait, I did get a question. Hold on a minute. Hi, Jason. Thank you so much for publishing so much good info on YouTube about fighting bedbugs. I have a question. How soon after spraying Crossfire can you spray Suspend SC? I suspect I have bird mites instead, or in addition to bedbug nymphs in my car. My home was recently repeatedly treated for bedbugs with Crossfire. If you've used Crossfire, I wouldn't use Suspend for at least 30 days. Personally. Because Crossfire lasts for 30 days, and so I would use Suspend after the Crossfire wears off. So, hopefully that will answer your question. Because you can text. People do text that number all the time. The call or text now, that you could text that number. If you don't want to call and you want to text me directly, you can. Oh, here came. One came in here. I didn't see this. Oh, what are your thoughts on Vicane? I did answer that question. Okay. Hi, Jason. I'm Samantha from Alabama, and I love your videos and live shows. They have proved to be very helpful in my battle with bedbugs. I tried Crossfire. I've sprayed twice now and plan to spray a third time. I live in a duplex, and my question is, what are the chances that they have spread next door? The last bedbug that I saw was 4 days after I sprayed, but none since. I don't want to get reinfested is the reason I'm asking. So this question actually came in on Saturday. So people still text this number even when I'm not live, and I will still get the text messages. But this message came in Saturday. You can't call because I don't have Skype on when I'm not streaming. So you could text the number and it will give them to me when I log in. So this question came in over Saturday, over the weekend. And honestly, if you're using Crossfire to spray for bedbugs, you probably have not chased bedbugs next door. because the bed bugs don't recognize it as a chemical. They're not repelled by it. And if the bed bugs weren't that bad in the first place, you probably don't have to worry about reinfesting your home. How do the Harris products compare to Crossfire? Most of the Harris products are garbage, honestly. They don't hold a match to Crossfire. Even the Harris 5-minute bedbug kill, which has the exact same active ingredients as Crossfire on the label, is not as effective as Crossfire itself. Still works, but it's not as effective as Crossfire itself. Hey Jason, can someone really get rid of bedbugs on their own? I have been trying. I don't see anything, but I'm getting bit pretty bad. If you're getting bit, but you don't have bedbugs or you don't see bedbugs, you shouldn't right around assume that you have bedbugs, because it could be something else bothering you. It may not be bedbugs at all. So, is steaming a way to kill bedbugs? Yes, you could kill bedbugs. You could kill bedbugs with steam. I recommend you doing that before applying Crossfire, but I would still apply Crossfire as a residue, because when you turn the steamer off, there's nothing there to kill the bedbugs. The same as a heat treatment. As soon as you turn the heat machine off, there's nothing to kill bedbugs. So you need to use a pesticide in addition to anything other than like heat. You know, if you're going to use heat, steam, something like that, you need to apply a pesticide after you turn the heat machines off or the steamer off. For fleas, Alpine WSG is what I use for fleas. So, but anyway, I'm going to head off. I'm going to get to bed. I got to work. I was talking to you guys about how much I had to do tomorrow. I have a lot. 24, 25 stops. It's a bunch. So I am going to head on to bed and get off of here, looking for my music that I usually play when I leave. It cut off on me for some reason. I probably closed the window by mistake. But anyway, y'all have a really, really great night. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight, talking on the live stream. I am going to go ahead and head on out, though. I got to get to bed. So, y'all have a really great night. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't liked the video already, I'd appreciate it if you would like the video. If you like the content, you enjoyed sitting here and talking with us tonight, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video tonight. There's a lot of people. There's, how many people are in here right now? Bunch. Let's see, where is it? 28 people. So, hit the like if you can. I appreciate it. Y'all have a real great night, and I will see you next time. Thanks.